Hello. Um, hello. Welcome back. I'm Josra, and this is Danganronpa 1 again, and the 7th stream of this week. Yay! I'm halfway through the 2-week challenge. So last time we left off, I was in my other form, but yeah, this is a great place to start. Are they really dead? Is this really a dead body?
What?
You need to begin looking around. You need to... I can't read. You need to begin looking around right away. However, be ever so careful. There's no telling what you might find. They're wearing boots and nails. They look familiar. Huh. We need to find out who this is. But there's no way to tell with the mask covering their face like that. And the white coat. And the white coat they're wearing makes it impossible to tell anything about the body itself. The victim is a total mystery. But one thing... Hello! Hello, Firewall. Hello, General Firewall. You are a bold one. I'm doing well. Just a little tired. I mean, I'm going out with friends later today, so there's a possibility the stream might be shorter than usual, or I have a bad sense of time, so it could be roughly the same time, or possibly even longer. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll go with the flow. Also, I changed up my camera a bit, because I noticed in my... because I'm doing a 2-week challenge. Normally I only stream 3 times a week. The first 2 days I streamed Fallout twice. The next 2 days I streamed Skyrim twice. Then I collaborated with my friend Ragnar. Well, Revna. They share an account. Then for the final 2 days I'm doing Danganronpa. Next week I want to change it up, but if not, it'll probably be the same schedule. So, another 2 Danganronpa next week. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I didn't lose... by the looks of things, I didn't lose that bet to Revna. So, if I had 100 subs this week, I would have had to play Getting Over It next week. But that didn't happen. I only moved up from 97 to 99 this week. So, yeah. But one thing I do know is that whoever this is, they attacked me last night in my room. But why? How did they wind up dead in here? Obviously their heart isn't beating. It's dead. They're dead. There's no heartbeat. Their heart isn't beating. They're not breathing. All signs of life have come to a stop. Complete stop. Thanks to the knife that's been driven into their stomach, their clothes are stained a bright red. Oh, do you mean pink? I've been editing some Dungeon Sprite. It did not went too well. Ah, it's fine. Trial and error. Don't lose hope. There's always hope. I'm currently doing a fan project, a Danganronpa fan project. I'm voice acting, but I'm also picky. So I've recorded some of my lines, but I always like get picky over it. And also I've been distracted with streams, so I really need to get a work on that. I'm not sure if I'm holding back the project because I've been busy and I've been picky, but from what I heard, people haven't really sent much because we're in the really early stage of the project. It appears the bleeding has stopped, but the blood that's still there is the blood that's there is still wet. Be careful you don't touch it and get some on you. How can you be so calm at a time like this? I mean, should we be used to it by now? Who is it? Their face and body are all hidden, so I don't have a clue. I'm pretty sure it's a girl at least.
Huh?
Huh? How can you tell?
Well,
Well, she already said well. I think I can see the outline of her chest and just the general shape of the body. And the more I look, the more I'm sure it's a girl. Really? Then could it be? Let's see, that's pretty cool. And with your vocal range, you could voice 3 characters all by yourself. I'm doing 1 main character, and I might be doing a minor character. Okay then. Let's just tear the mask clean off.
Come on.
Wait, don't. But by the time he called out, it was already too late. Toko's hand shot out towards the mask. I can do a really bad Batman voice, but it really hurts my throat. Like I said yesterday, when I do the voices, it doesn't hurt my throat, but doing a Batman voice does hurt my throat. I've been editing all day, so I'm gonna take a break today. Today is not the day it seems. We all have our off days. Yeah. Even as a streamer, like, it may seem like streamers don't have off days, but we do. I've experienced quite a lot of them, actually. And in the next instant, there was a blinding light and deafening roar. The body blew up. And there's Toko. It blew up, 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 it blew up. Even no. That's always a good trick. If you've noticed, I've also changed my camera angle, because in past streams I've noticed, like I always made a mental note saying I'll get to it eventually. When I lean over, and look over the chat, I realize that sometimes Jaws just disappear. My avatar just disappears. But I changed it so now I could lean and I won't disappear. My vision started to darken. I prepared to pass out. And then,
Come on.
hurry up, put out the fire. And my consciousness attempted to float away. That voice reached up and pulled it back down to earth. Someone pressed something into my hands. It was a bucket of water. Come on, damp the water on it. Okay. The upper half of my body was on fire. Not my body. The upper half of the body was on fire. I took aim and tossed the water as hard as I could. Sploosh! Thankfully, that was enough to put out the fire. It died down, leaving behind only the unpleasant smell of burning. What? Junko? I guess that took care of it. What the hell, man? It exploded.
What did you say?
I had a bad feeling about the body, but I never imagined it would explode. And now the body...
What?
It's burnt to a crisp. That's beyond well done, man. Don't compare it to a steak. I'll never be able to eat steak again. But now that the body is charred, I really have no idea. How are we gonna find out who it was? Who isn't right here? Who isn't here right now? Huh?
What?
If we consider who's not here, then we will quickly narrow down who it must be. There's only one person missing. It's Kyoko. Kyoko? Then that dead body is Kyoko? I don't think so. No, that can't be right. Calm down. I didn't say it was Kyoko.
But
I mean, who else? Who else? There is one other person.
in other words,
The Mastermind. What?
what?
The Mastermind?
What the heck?
Come on, there's no way the Mastermind got charbroiled. Get serious. I agree. Normally the idea wouldn't... Why haven't we told them about the 16th... Oh yeah, Kyoko said not to tell anyone about the 16th student. I agree. Normally the idea won't be worth considering. There is... You know how you said... I revealed I could do two other voices besides my regular voice. There's a fourth voice I've been working on. I wouldn't call it a fourth voice, it's just an alteration of one of my pre-existing voices. But yeah, I'm not sure if I can master it in time. Ever get so hyper-fixated on doing something even if it's clearly not working and you should take a break, but you keep pushing at it and you get demotivated when it's not working out? I've had that feeling, but there's a tiny voice in my head that says you have to keep going. Cause I have a dream and there's no way I need to stop. And I've been depressed. Okay, this is gonna get personal. I've been depressed at least 3 times in my life. So at this point, my body's like, there's no point of getting depressed. We're used to it. But I have a reason to believe it might be true. The Mastermind being dead would explain that other matter, wouldn't it? Monokuma can hardly move around if its master is dead, right?
But
The corpse is a girl, right? It doesn't make any sense. The slightly deeper lolly? No, I call it Valley. Valley girl. I haven't mastered it yet. It's fine. Like, I know we talked about Ruby, last stream. You just never stop moving forward. Each time was worse than the other. Like, my second time was worse than the first time. But the third time was worse than the second time. But I got out of it. And this is one of the reasons why I want to join a company. Not because of exposure, I could tell people that there's hope. Not everything's about despair. I got out of depression. And I'm probably one of the weakest people I know. I want to tell people that there's always going to be hope. It's ironic I'm playing this game, even though I'm an advocate. I advocate hope. And I'm playing this game. But the corpse is a girl, right? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, remember what Alter Ego said? So, the same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. If it's not too personal, how did you get out of depression 3 times over? The first time, I spoke to a therapist about it, and I managed to clear out my heart and my mind. The second time, I still had the therapist, but I also spoke to people about it. I also distracted my mind with other things like sports and video games. The third time was harder. I actually attempted something, but I got over it by clearing my mind, meditation, distracting it once again, talking to people about it, and also VTubers. I know it sounds weird, but the last time I had depression was during 2020. No big surprise there, a lot of people had depression in 2020. That's when a bunch of English VTubers came to the scene. I decided to start watching them, then I realized that they were inspiring people. They were giving people hope. And then I realized I want to do that too. I want to give people hope. Like, yeah, it's my childhood dream to entertain and help people, but I thought that dream died a long time ago. But after seeing VTubers do what I wanted to do as a kid, it reignited a spark in me. I'm like, I want to do this again. I'm gonna try again. So my life has purpose now, to entertain people. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now.
What the heck?
But the thing is, everyone's depression is different. I can't go around saying I got over it, so you should get over it. Everyone has different tactics. Everyone has different mental strengths. Some people could get over it easily, some can't. But what I learned in the end, what everyone needs is hope. Hope and a purpose. And I know there's a lot of people out there who doesn't have any hope. I want to give that hope. He said the mastermind is some middle-aged dude, right? Which the corpse obviously isn't. Then, could that mean the mastermind isn't the headmaster? Is it the teenage girl Kyoko told me about? The ultimate despair?
Huh?
Mokuro Ikusaba, the 16th student at Hope's Peak.
What?
What are you talking about? The other day, Kyoko confided in me. She said there was a 16th student in this school.
What?
I think you'd better tell us everything you know. Well, all Kyoko told me was...
Mukuro Ikusaba. The 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Hero making the memes. It sounds like Kyoko thinks Mukuro is the mastermind. No, the headmaster isn't the mastermind. I'm sure of that. They told you. They say it so much. I don't have proof yet, but I have no doubt I'm right. Also, IRL, I'm kind of religious. I don't want to enforce religion, but in a sense, religion is a type of meditation. So, besides video games and talking to people, that did ease my mentality. If you're not religious, you could just find another distraction. There's always another way. There's, like, you don't have to follow my methods. If you don't like video games, you don't have to play video games. You could find another distraction. But in the same time, while you're distracting yourself, you also need to realize that you can't always distract yourself. You need to tackle it. That's why talking to someone about it, that's a part you can never erase. You need to talk to someone about what's going on. Someone you trust. I know some countries, having a therapist isn't free. Where I live, we have free healthcare, so we have free therapists. But if you can't afford a therapist, you could find someone. If I can vet for a bit, I don't really have anyone I can confide with, nor do I really trust the mental health system from where I'm from. That's fine. If you can't find someone, write it down in a diary, so you could read over it some other time. And just like with every other problem, by writing down your problems in a diary, or writing it somewhere private where you think no one can see, you could eliminate what your problems are, little by little. Give every day 1%. So by 100 days, you'll be 100% better. That's the advice I can give you guys, but I don't know, I'm just some random VTuber on the internet. I have no proof yet, but I have no doubt I'm right.
I see.
There's another student here, and it's a female? That would match the body's characteristics.
So,
And the phrase, the ultimate despair, it sounds super mastermindy, doesn't it?
Could it be?
Okay, so the mastermind is this girl, Mokuro, and she's a student here, and she's the ultimate despair? But if she's been hiding here in the school like some teenage Bigfoot, how did she end up burned to a crisp?
What the heck?
None of this makes any sense. To just suddenly show up then die? I think we'd better take a closer look at the body. There may be some reason, some clues to help us figure out exactly who it is. Oh, hey, wait.
What?
Aren't you forgetting something? You know, Toko?
What?
Oh yeah, she got totally blown up, huh?
Hmm.
Forget about her. I'm pretty sure the explosion vaporized her. Oh, she survived. She survived. Oh, she survived. Huh? What just happened? Master!
Stop talking.
You decided for the whole world... You declared for the whole world to hear that you would... No, Toko, I just tried spinning. You declared for the whole world to hear that you would never again inhale a single molecule of oxygen. Okay, oh, then I don't mind breathing the carbon dioxide you inhale. That's enough for me to live.
What the heck?
This is the strangest back and forth I've ever seen. I should take a closer look at the body one more time.
so,
Watch yourself, Makoto. She may be dead, but she's still a girl. Don't worry, I don't plan on touching the body all that much. I'm not Kyoko after all. Huh. Hold on, there's something on the ground there. There's something next to the body. It's a key. Is it what Kyoko took from Monokuma? He said there's always a way to distract yourself, but I'm not really good at anything, and I get frustrated over that. When I was in high school, I always saw myself as a talentless person. I tried out for school talent shows. I tried out for sports. I never got into anything. That was one of the causes for my first depression. I thought I was a talentless person, that I'd never find my purpose in life. I was mostly aimless. Then I spoke to my therapist about it, and all she said was that my time will come. I just need to live long enough to see it. And inspire hope in people who are just like you. I'm almost at that age where I'll need to live on my own. I need to be independent. I need to find something that I'll need to do forever in my life. I'm also aromantic. Like, I want to have a family one day. I'm mostly platonic, but because I'm aromantic, I doubt I'll find a spouse. But if there are things I can't give, and there are things I can't take, maybe there are things I still can give. I'll give it my all. Find my purpose. Try everything. Not drugs or anything illegal. You'll find your purpose one day. All that matters is patience. But what did you steal?
So...
I stole this. A key? But looking at it, I can tell it isn't just any key. It was shaped like Monokuma. It was probably the only key of its kind on Earth. That's right. The key she stole was shaped like Monokuma. This isn't anything like that. Then the key is...
What?
What is it? Did you find something? Yeah, this was on the this was on the ground near the body. I've never seen this key before. What could it possibly go to? So even you don't know then? Makoto, I'm going to give you a very important task. Huh?
I see.
The key might give you access to certain areas we thought were locked. You mean
So in other words,
the biolab, the data center, the headmaster's room, and the dorm rooms on the second floor. It's in your hands. So I'm your errand boy now? Okay. This is the closest room, so... And there's a basketball play. I really liked basketball back when I was a kid. There was a basketball player named Kevin Durant. He had a quote that really stuck with me. When hard work beats talent, when talent fails to work hard. Yes, some of us are born talented, some of us are not. But just because you're talented, all that gives you is a head start. That doesn't mean you're going to be the best of the best. Someone could work just as hard. Someone could work really hard and surpass you even if you're talented. This is why hope is one of the biggest factors in life. Hope gives you that determination to keep trying. Like, even if you get demotivated, as long as you have hope, your determination can be fueled. The biolab was definitely locked before. Okay, let's give it a shot. I hope it is alright with you to give talks to a random person on the internet. I really appreciate that. I don't mind. That's it. I told you one of the reason why I became a VTuber. I want to inspire hope. I want to help as much people as I can in this world. And I have a saying. If I could make at least one person smile, my job is done. Because what good is it if I have 1 million fans and I can't make one of them smile? That's a failure. I'm a failure if I have 1 million fans and I can't make one of them smile. If I could make at least one person smile, that's my job done. This is why I don't care about fame. I care about helping people. Then when I went to insert the key I'd found in the garden into the keyhole. The key isn't even close to fitting, which means the key doesn't go to this room. And the reason I told you the reason why I wanted to join a company isn't because of fame. It's because of exposure. If I'm exposed to a lot more people, maybe I could expose those people to hope. I mean, I'm not saying all VTuber fans are depressed. A majority, some of them are, but even the littlest voices are the loudest. Like, they'll stick out to you. Like, there could be 99 happy people, but there could be one sad person. The door to the data center was definitely locked before. Okay, let's give it a shot. Okay, it's just repeating. Click. It fits! Then this key is the key. Then this is the key to the data center. I have arrived after being called out in a psychology class. What if you are at that age you need to be on your own and you didn't find your footing on your call, or you're calling or something, or even yourself? Then you haven't really searched everything. I'd managed to unlock the data center. It could take forever, you know. And like I said, I'm religious, so maybe if it isn't in this life, maybe it's in the next. I didn't know I was gonna become a VTuber. Like I said, when I was a kid, I wanted to help people. I looked up to Spider-Man because he was helping everyone. Then I wanted to be a doctor, then I realized I can't be a doctor because there's a risk I can kill someone. But that thought in my head always lingered. I wanted to help people. And then I found out about musicians and entertainers. I wanted to be a game developer because I wanted to make something that could make people happy, because making people happy is helping them. Then I fell in love with music. Then I realized maybe I should become a musician. Or I should be a voice actor or voice actress. Then I was like, you know what? Then I got depressed and I saw VTubers. I'm like, I want to do what they do. I want to inspire hope in people. I have to go tell everyone else. I immediately headed back to the garden. Being a game dev, you mean get so much hate? I mean, I don't mind if people hate me, if I could help someone. Because helping people is a sacrifice. You can be hated, you could be shamed. But if you're making someone happy because you help them, that's fine by me. So you're back, how did it go? I found out which room the key goes to. It's the data center, down on the 4th floor. Then we could get into the data center now.
I see.
Interesting. But why did the now deceased have the key on them? Then you'd become a full-on enemy to all. As long as you don't make a quest where you need follow. I'm pretty sure that's 90% of games. I suppose we'll just have to go to the data center and find out. Yeah, I think you're right. Here we are. Looks like the door is still unlocked. Hey, so when you open the door, there's not gonna be another huge kaboom like before, right? Be the 1% then. I said 90%, like there's a good 10% like this game. But are you asking the question now? Don't worry, we have Makoto. What?
In other words,
it's in your hands. Or you won't get any hate if you don't make an NPC similar to the one girl in Gen 4 and her hunter. Again? It means I trust you. That's an absolute lie. I'm just being used. I'm pretty sure they know you're the ultimate lucky student. Look! Look at the game models! Look how tall they are! Look! I have to look up at them. Mikoto's tiny. I reached out and put my hand on the door. I closed my eyes and tried to clear my mind. With a silent prayer, I slowly opened the door. I'm getting Doki Doki flashbacks. Nothing happened. There are subreddits, plural, dedicated on hating on that girl. How did Game Freak scar a generation so much? Whoa. In a word, the room was strange. I mean, all the rooms up till now were strange, but this room had a special kind of strangeness. It wasn't a surface fear like the rest of the school. Here, the fear was lurking beneath the surface. The room was filled with that kind of dread.
What?
Hey, that's... Makoto is a nice 150 centimeter short king. What is his canon height? I'm curious. Hiro extended a trembling hand and pointed. Look at all those monitors on the wall. Look what they're showing. Each monitor displayed a different section of the school. The dorms, the classrooms. Every part of the school was covered, except the bathhouse. This is...
What?
It's a direct feed from every single surveillance camera. He's actually 170s. Ah, he's taller than me. All the cameras in the school feedback. All the cameras in the school feed back into this room, and they're displayed here on these monitors.
So that's it.
As someone who is 180 something, I do not understand why you wanna be you're a big target on airsoft and gotcha. And then I'm short. I'm short to the point that if I'm riding an airplane, I could literally curl up into a ball on my seat and fit and be comfortable. So the purpose of this room is to watch us? Watch us?
Huh?
Then this room is
It's all clear now.
the Mastermind's private room, without a doubt. The Mastermind's room. I guess that makes sense. So the Mastermind was here, watching us. Then I think this settles it.
Huh?
The body in the garden. If they had the key to this room, it could only mean one thing. That was the body of Mukuro Ikusaba, and she was the Mastermind. And the Mastermind is dead? Like, really dead? It's just so annoying how in cars, if I don't slouch, I hit the roof with my head. It would seem so. For serious? It's too bad they had to go and die before Master could kill them himself. There we go. There's the copy pasta. The Mastermind is dead? Could that really be true? Does that mean it's all over? Because, I mean, that body... What? Those look like Junko's nails and boots. Just sat on the edge of the seat and you'll... Trust me. Whatever happened, obviously didn't die of a natural. Obviously, they didn't die of a natural death. If this looks natural to, I mean, getting stabbed is natural, but still. So, who was it that? So who was it that? But if the mastermind really is dead, that means we could finally get out of this hellhole.
How about that?
We gotta hurry up and find the exit. Come on.
That's enough.
No, we have to check this area thoroughly first. But what about the exit? If the mastermind truly is dead, we can leave whenever we decide to. But right now, we need to find out why the mastermind set up this life or death game in the first place. And I'm bothered by the fact that the mastermind was obviously murdered. Murdered? Okay, tall guys, calm down. So, you think so too, huh?
Naturally.
They were stabbed! Obviously they were murdered. What, did you think they went up and tripped? Also, the code is backwards. Someone clearly wanted to cover this up. You're 184 centimeters. The state of the corpse makes it plain as day. Yeah, day. Oh, what's going on with me? There is absolutely no doubt. The mastermind was murdered. But why? Why is it gonna be that way? I mean, who could have even done it?
Such ignorance.
That's exactly why I need to investigate the purpose and identity of the mastermind.
I'm telling you.
Now do you understand? You useless insect. You're banned from talking to Master ever again. According to the US rules, then you are 6 feet tall and 5'10" is small, so yeah, you're cursed. Maybe Ara John? You mean, you're talking about my mature form, right? I don't know how. I never check my height with my mature form, actually. I don't even check my height with my smaller form. I know the height of this form, but I never checked the height of the other two forms. Or my dragon form. The mastermind's purpose and why were they killed? And why they were killed, sorry. This room may very well hold the answers to those questions. So do you change size when you shapeshift? I mean, basically, yeah. This is my preferred form, but it doesn't mean this is my natural form. It's my preferred form. After all, the mastermind must have spent who knows how much time here. Okay then, let us begin our search. It's time to uncover the identity of the mastermind. Let's see what they have. There's a bunch of computers all lined up. They look like high-edge PCs, nothing like the ancient laptop Alter Ego was installed on. They're all on, but they seem to be locked. So what? We can't do anything? Just use your fighting spirit to force your way in. What century are you from? The mastermind must have been using these monitors to monitor the network and Alter Ego. You may well be right about that.
What?
Makoto, that's the type of PC we had in my nails. Then again, what do you call it? I'm pretty sure Danganronpa came out around 2009 or 2010. So maybe for them, at the time of this game, it was high-edged. Exterminate the traitors and... But there's no point in thinking about it now. You're right. There's a camera even here. No matter when, no matter where, surveillance cameras are following our every move. I mean, they're obviously everywhere. How many cameras does this place have anyway? There's a ridiculous number of monitors here. And the mastermind's been using them all to spy on us. As long as I have this, huh? Look at Master Go. It's like a feast for the eyes. How much is a monthly membership? You need to be bonked. Door. This door's kinda creepy. It's got a picture of Monokuma on it. What could be inside? No luck. The door's locked, huh? What if you use the key that opened this room? Or the Monokuma key that I have? Let's give it a try, just in case. Nope, no good. It won't even fit in the keyhole. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry about it. Everything's fine. The mastermind's dead, right? So nothing's gonna happen to us. I imagine cameras rise on the toilet when I use it in this school. Yeah, I guess you're right. I can't stop thinking about that door with Monokuma's picture on it. But worrying about it isn't gonna do me any good. Hina's right. The mastermind is gone, so there's nothing to be afraid of anymore. By the way, Metal Gear Rising, have you... I haven't played Metal Gear, but I've seen the walkthroughs and gameplay. So I'm kind of familiar with the story, even though sometimes it confuses me. I know the orders the game goes from. It goes from Snake Eater, then Zero Grounds, then Phantom Pain, then I think it was Metal Gear 1, then Metal Gear 2, then Metal Gear Metal Gear Solid 1, then Metal Gear Solid 2, then Metal Gear Solid 4, and if you want to count Rising is the last one in the timeline. It takes 4 years after Metal Gear Solid 4. Metal Gear Solid 3 is the first in the timeline. Then followed by the 2-5 games. And I know the spoilers, so you don't need to worry about spoiling anything to me. Just use an EMP. There's nothing showing up on this one. Hey, look next to that TV. Isn't that a TV antenna?
How about that?
It is. It's just like the one my grandma uses. It's totally one of those hi-fi antennas. I don't recommend playing Metal Gear Solid in the chronological order. The jump from hardware. It's a challenge, and I'm willing. EMP. Yeah. Imp. Electromagnetic pulse. I don't mind a challenge. Like I did say, I think I said it in Ragnar's stream. I think I also suggested Ragnar do the same thing. That we should play the we should play the Metal Gear series in chronological order. I think it's best to a lot of people will suggest to leave Metal Gear Rising last, because yeah, I'll probably play it in chronological order. I don't mind if the software is bad and all that. But from what I heard, you can't play the first Metal Gear, not Solid, just the first Metal Gear from the 80s. The first Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2, Solid Snake, you can't really get that on Steam, from what I heard. So if I can't play those games, I'll end up playing just the Solid games, I guess. Wait, so if we hook up the antenna, we can watch TV? Did someone say TV?
You know?
Well, Saturday morning's here. Saturday morning Hina's here. Are you talking about me?
Okay.
Anyway, if we can watch TV, let's do it. Come on,
You know?
do it. Well, we're all starved for info from the outside world, huh? Alright, let me work my magic, and you'll be quantum leaping your way to the TV land before you know it. I mean, I get the reference, but what's he talking about?
You know? Huh?
Oh. What's wrong? Good news for you Saturday morning kiddos out there. I think I got the TV working. Really? The original Metal Gear are included with the Metal Gear Solid Substance, which is Snake Eater with a lot more content. Huh. But no matter how I play the Metal Gear games, whether I do it release order or chronological order, Metal Gear Rising will always be the last game. But or maybe it might be the first game, because I'm tempted to get the game. But it's either I get Metal Gear Rising or Elden Ring. I really want to play both those games. The other Metal Gear games, I'm interested in them, but I'm not that, you know... I'm not... How do I say this? I'm not that into... I'm not into them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm interested in them, but I'm not really into them. Like, right now, the games I really want to play is, Elden Ring, Metal Gear Rising, maybe Lego Star Wars, and maybe Danganronpa 2 when I finish this game. But we'll see. Now, all we gotta do is switch it on.
What?
Then do it. I'm still at the opinion that you can play Rising whenever you want. In fact, I know many people that liked and understood Rising without playing the main games. Yeah, there's a Nishi Sanji VTuber. Her name is Pomu. The first Metal Gear game she played was Rising. And that game got her into the Metal Gear series. So right now she's playing the other Metal Gear games. Freaking idiot Mastermind. All you guys need to cut free from your regrets of the outside world. And they were here watching TV the whole time. They really thought they could get away with it. Play Lego Star Wars. You can play Rising because you don't need to allow yeah. Like if you've never played Metal Gear, if you play Rising, you could understand it clearly, like no issues. But if you play the past Metal Gears, there's a bunch of Easter eggs that old-time fans would actually enjoy. This is... It's the feed coming from the surveillance camera monitoring this room, isn't it?
What the heck?
Huh, that's weird.
Come on.
Hey, what are you doing?
Huh?
That's really weird, huh? Because I used to play, I played Lego Star Wars as a kid with my brother on the Xbox 360. And now it technically got remastered. You're weird. Weird in every way possible. And not just Weird, super weird.
But
this TV isn't hooked up to anything but the antenna. So how is it showing the camera feed?
Well,
Did you try changing the channel?
um.
Oh, good idea. Let's give that a try. Hiro went through each channel one by one. But on every channel, it was just us. Imagine giving a new player that just finished Metal Gear Rising as a recommendation, Sons of Liberty. That's 4, right? Is that 2 or 4? I get those two confused. It was a live feed of us standing there, realizing that they are just like us, trying to make history. Feed of us standing there in the data center. 2.
What the heck?
And that's where Raiden was introduced. People hated Raiden at first. Is it broken or something?
Could it be?
Yeah, Guns and the Patriots is 4. And then, Zero Grounds or Zero Grounds and Phantom Pain both share 5. And 3 is Snake Eater. No, there must be some kind of trick to it, some weird setup. Uh-oh. A trick? What kind of trick?
Actually.
I'm not sure, but... Huh? What?
What?
Been a while, you frickin' bastards. Monokuma? Monokuma? How? You're supposed to be dead. Me? Dead? Don't be frickin' stupid.
What?
Hey, you're acting kinda strange. Something seems different.
of course.
He said, of course, I'm different. Evolution is perfectly natural. After all, I've been hibernating for 2 years already. Not even, it's been like half a day at most. People hated Ground Zero back in the day for changing full price for like half a game. Then Ragnar has an issue with Phantom Pain, saying that because Kojima was fired like towards the end of development, it doesn't feel complete. How are you alive again? Oh yeah, that's it. The look on your faces right now is sublime. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to see. The moment you went from hope to despair. Don't tell me you pretended to be dead, all for this moment. Why would a bear pretend to be dead? You're the one who should pretend to be dead when you see a bear. I mean, that's totally laughable. It makes me laugh. I'm gonna laugh now, huh? He already laughed at me. Metal Gear Solid is now owned by Sony. Would you like to see new... It's not... I thought... from what I saw, Konami still owns Metal Gear. Yeah, Konami still owns Metal Gear. Sony's just the main distributor, but Konami owns it. Kojima helped Konami because Kojima worked with Konami, but after he got fired by Konami, he went to find his own studio, and now Konami has no idea what to do with the Metal Gear series.
Well now.
And that's that.
Shing.
Well, it's almost time to cut off your past so full of hope and begin to despair at the future ahead of you. I want you to all have more fun in this killing game.
Huh?
You can't be serious. We have to keep going?
Let me out of here!
No, we were supposed to get out of here. Get out of here? Are you still obsessed with getting out of here?
Unbelievable.
How do you not get it? There is no getting out of here. And besides,
Yep.
this life isn't all bad, you know? I mean, there's stuff you wouldn't like about life no matter where you are. Are you serious? This place is the worst. If it's the worst, doesn't that mean you're in despair? I could have sworn Sony had some rights to create their own Metal Gear Solid game. I guess they would have made one by now. Yeah, because Sony, like, not just PlayStation. Sony in particular, like Spider-Man. If they realize they can make money out of it, they'll do it immediately. Not saying that's a bad thing. Sometimes it is a bad thing. Like cough cough, Morbius. But sometimes it is a good thing. Like Spider-Man: No Way Home. They knew the fans wanted all three Spider-Man. But yeah, in most cases it is bad. Morbius. Yeah. Ahahaha.
Well now.
Well, I'm pooped from all that laughing. I guess I'll just get to the point now. The point?
Hey,
You guys really struck gold when you found that TV. Yes, indeed. That TV is an essential part of your school life here.
What?
I've watched some of Morbius because people were complaining about it online. That some people did things illegally. That they videoed it. I saw the post-credit scene. Yes, it's bad, but I won't call it the worst movie in the world. It has its moments. Some parts of it are good, but because of the negatives, they outshine the positives. Also, there is a Metal Gear movie coming out soon. They don't have a script yet, but they already have the actors. Oscar Isaac is set to play Solid Snake. From what's been reported. Yeah. Yeah. I knew it was hiding a secret of some kind.
What the heck?
But I connected the antenna, so why is it just showing us the surveillance feed? Look how attentive they are now. Well then, I'm gonna let you in a blood-gushing secret and tell you about it. The TV is absolutely, without a doubt, displaying the signal coming from the antenna.
Huh?
But what does that mean?
What the heck?
If they don't got a script and just hang on actor names, it's gonna suck. And the thing about actors is that I'm gonna need to. Okay, that's fine. The thing about actors, right? They're like every single human. If they sign up for a movie and they realize the movie isn't going anywhere, they're gonna drop out. If they Oscar Isaac, he's a pretty good guy, but I'm guessing if this takes too long, he's gonna leave production, no doubt. It's displaying the signal, but it's just us standing here. Realize you are just like me, trying to make history.
Unbelievable.
Ah, you're so stupid. Don't you get it? Why am I sounding like a valley girl? Fine. I'll just tell you.
Thrills, chills, kills!
This killing game is being broadcasted live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. Oh, correct me if I'm wrong, but Kojima intended Snake to be more or less like Kurt Russell, so I imagine they hired a Kurt Russell lookalike. I mean, remember, Kojima is out of Metal Gear, so the ones calling the shots is Konami. If they want Oscar Isaac, they'll use Oscar Isaac. What?
Extreme!
This killing game is being broadcasted live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. It doesn't matter how many times he says it. I don't know what it's supposed to mean. I mean, even if I understood the words, I'm not sure I'd understand the deeper meaning.
Huh?
What? Broadcast live to the entire world? What kind of bad joke is this?
That's...
It can't be. Have they taken over the airwaves somehow?
Oh no!
The camera feed is being broadcast. No way, that's impossible.
Phew!
They better give David Hayter one cameo at the very least. We'll see. Rules of nature. You know how I cover songs? Maybe one day I'll cover a Metal Gear Rising song. I could cover A Stranger I Remain. I'm not sure how I'll go with that song. That kind of overconfidence is a major weakness in your crisis management system. You know that? All you need is one weird trick that I found, and hijacking the airways is easy mode. Are you being serious right now?
Of course!
I heard a kind of creaking, but the sound was coming from my own mind, like a boat tossing in the ocean. My mind had begun to groan and creak and groan.
Hey,
Everything has meaning, you know. All these hints I gave you, all these tantalizing tidbits about the school's mysteries, even luring you here right now. I like how Raiden went from having to play the game naked for 30 minutes to punching the president in the face and carving out his heart. Also, if you think about it, Raiden doesn't like politicians. He killed Solidus, who was US president, and he killed Senator Stephen Armstrong, who was a presidential candidate. Why would I do any of that without a reason? It was all for my captive audience, to show them true despair like they've never seen before. I became the director of a despair-based project. This is the ultimate reality show, the best in despair entertainment.
what are you saying?
You're lying. If this is on TV, the police and everyone else would be going crazy. Yeah. There's no way they wouldn't have tried to come and rescue us.
Actually,
But they already did. Huh?
yes indeed.
And then again, it's not really any of their business, right? Sure, some people might yell at their TV to try and warn you, but who would actually come here to help? Random questions, but are you... Oh! I read webtoons, but I haven't done so in like a year or two. There was this series I was reading, but I forgot what it was called though. I tend to read from Tapas. Don't you think it's possible? I really don't know personally though, so whatever.
This can't be.
But to take control of all communication like that, you'd need an astronomical amount of resources. Yep. So, how could things have come this far? Well, that's a secret. There's something you all need to do first, remember? What?
Of course.
Yeah, duh. There's the little business of...
A body has been discovered.
Brr, Among Us.
After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Okay, for people who watch my Danganronpa streams, you know the drill. Just before the trial begins, I'm gonna end the stream because last time I did it, I went full overtime. So this stream might end up becoming shorter than usual. Who knows? Who knows? Things can happen. Huh? Class trial? Do you mean?
It's the Monokuma file!
I'll lead the next Monokuma file right here. Everyone, give it your all. Give it all you've got, okay?
Heart-pounding excitement!
Okay, things are gonna get pretty crazy from here on out. You're in for you're in for a heck of a ride.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
Oh, Homestruck, yeah. I'm familiar with that one. A lot of my friends are into that. Even one of the friends who might become a VTuber in the future. I made her an avatar. I think she's into that. I can't wait, I can't wait. And then he was gone. Reality was incomprehensible. The truth helplessly out of reach. All we were left with was despair. We stood there for I don't know how long, frozen in place. I couldn't think. It took everything I had just to keep myself standing upright. I don't understand any of this. What's despair entertainment and how is he still alive?
I'm sick of this.
I thought that finally, we could get out of here. All I know about the series is, of course, about the fanbase. Yep. And plus, what did he say about a class trial?
Stop talking.
Well, that part's obvious. The class trial is the class trial. What it means is that at this point, we have to figure out who the culprit is. Figure out who killed Kyoko. What?
What the heck?
What are you talking about? I thought Mokuro Ikusaba was the one who died. The victim was female, right? Kyoko certainly fulfills that condition. But I don't think Kyoko wore those types of boots or red... She wore gloves. But still, I don't think that's her. And if Monokuma is still alive and active, that means that the mastermind, Mokuro Ikusaba, isn't dead. So naturally, the body can't belong to her, so it must be Kyoko. There is no other possibility. The body is Kyoko's? Kyoko's been murdered? No, that's not true. That's impossible. No, it's not possible. Because I don't know anything about her yet. You have to do the outro? Sure, I'll quickly change my avatar when I know the stream's ending. If that's what you want. Or I could throw you guys into despair and go into my lolly form. I mean mini jaws. Man, people are poisoning my mind. I don't even know who she really is. To have it end like this. I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it.
Quiet.
Whether you believe it or not, it doesn't matter. The truth is the truth. If you refuse to believe, it's your responsibility to uncover the truth for yourself. Myself? Anyway, we'd better begin. But if we're gonna have a class trial, then that means the killer.
That's right.
Correct. It must be someone participating in our school life. Wait, you're saying one of us killed Kyoko? Well, that's not precisely what I'm saying, no.
Huh?
That's exact... But You just said.
Stop talking.
I don't have time to explain now. This is a veritable mountain of issues. Variable? Veritable? Mountain of issues I need to confirm. So I'm gonna begin my search. If you value your lives, you'll put everything you have into this. This is how this game works after all. Investigate. Whoa. This song. It sounds badass. Well, I better start by checking out the Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed. That sounds like a threat, Byakuya. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. I like how jazzy the Danganronpa soundtrack is. They had been struck in the head with an object as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered in other wounds, but these were at least several days old. So the Monokuma file doesn't tell us who the victim was. The unidentified body could really be Kyoko? Or... I have no choice, I have to investigate. I have to uncover the truth for myself. No matter what, I have to find out what happened or we're all dead. I need to go back to the scene of the crime, back to the garden. Nice, Monokuma file has been added to... Here's bullet. Okay, time to get started. I need to check everywhere that might be important from one end to the other. I just need to do what I always do. Those look like fragments of something. They're all burnt, so I can't really be sure, but... The guy that did the music for the series did so by knowing absolutely nothing about the plot. Reason to avoid spoilers for the game because he really wanted to play it. Ah! That's cool of him. Speaking of, wait, I forgot what I was gonna say. It'll come back to me. I feel like I've seen something like it before. But where? Wait, was it there? I'll have to double check that later. Nice, fragments near the body has been added to my truth bullet. There's a knife lying on the ground. Is this? It must be the knife that was struck in the body before it exploded. The force of the explosion must have thrown it over here. I don't think that's how physics work. I don't know, I didn't do physics, I did biology. The Monokuma file said the stomach went all the way through the body, from front to back. Does this mean that this knife is what caused the fatal injury? Either way, this knife. It looks really familiar. Wait, is this? It was a wasp knife. Is that the one with the wasp knife? Isn't that the one with the liquid nitrogen in it? The wasp knife is the one with the liquid nitrogen, right? I could be wrong. That's it! It's the knife that person was holding, which is also the knife you were supposed to keep. This is getting really weird. There are just too many coincidences. Whoever the person in the mask was that attacked me last night, they were holding that knife. And the same knife was used to stab the same masked attacker we found here. It's the one that makes you basically explode. So maybe this masked person got stabbed because they were attacked. I was in a kind of trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife. If the explosion was big enough to throw Toko 5 meters in the air, the knife would have eviscerated the corpse torso. I don't think it was the knife, because it activated when Toko removed the mask. And maybe then And if this really is Kyoko, it would mean Kyoko's the one that attacked me. But why the mask? Depends on the explosion. I just really don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. No, it can't be. There's no way. Nice. Knife at the crime scene has been added. Might have been just a concussive grenade in mine. If I check the body more thoroughly, maybe I'll find out for sure if it's Kyoko or not. But it still burned the body. Huh? There's something weird about the body's fingernails. Oh, these are fake nails. They're really long. They seem like they get in the way of normal activity. Nice. Fake nails been added to my bracelet. Oh, there's also something on the back of her right hand. Is this a tattoo? It got burnt, so I can't make the whole thing. I can't make the whole thing, but it looks like it's a picture of a dog or something. I've never seen anything like it before. Tattoo on the right hand has been added to the truth wallet. The lower half of the body didn't get wet at all. Before the body blew up, the top half got set on fire, so I dumped a bucket of water on it, which explains why the bottom half isn't wet. There's something strange about that, right? Monokuma said the fake nails were really long. They're nails though. Cause yesterday, right? During the stream, when I saw the body, I noticed the nails. So I was like, they're nails though. The upper half of the body got set on fire in the explosion, so it's totally blackened. Also, the upper half of the body is wet. That's because it got set on fire and I threw water on it. Since I only threw water on that part, on the part that was on fire, the top half, the bottom half is still dry. In other words, there's nothing strange about the top half being wet. There isn't, right? Exploded body analysis has been added to the truth bullet. The white jacket the victim was wearing was totally burnt up. There was only one piece left. Didn't get wet. Damn. Step away from the dead body, yes. Because I clicked everything that needed to be clicked. Oh, whoops. I accidentally pressed that. The Monokuma Flower, huh? If it's true, does it really eat paper, plastic, and people? Anyway, I don't think that's really the case, so I think I'll just stay away. analysis in quotation marks. Listen, Makoto. Do you remember how the body looked, you know, before it blew up? Huh? If I remember right. See, you can see the nails. It was wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat, and the coat was backwards. Also, there was a knife sticking out of the stomach, and the area around it was stained with blood. Apparently, the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. Byakuya said not to touch it to avoid getting all bloody. Imagine how useful it would be to have a plant that feeds on plastic. Scientists IRL are working on something similar. They're working on bacteria that eats plastic.
Okay.
Well, thanks. That was a big help. Now that you explain it, I totally remember how it looked. Well, having to talk about it like that helped me remember it a lot better too. So, thank you too. Nice. Body before explosion has been added to my truth bullet. So who does this body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm definitely not gonna look. I don't wanna faint anymore. Good timing, Makoto. I wanted to talk to you. What do you want to talk about?
So, in other words,
I'd like to hear your alibi. Alibi?
in other words,
Correct. I'd love to hear where you were after nighttime began. After nighttime began last night. Well, I was sick, so I was asleep all night. But why are you asking about that now? And what's nighttime got to do with it?
naturally.
Isn't it obvious? The murder took place after nighttime. How can you know that for sure? Because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going to look around I was going around looking for everyone so I could tell them about Monokuma. He was been spending most of his time in the garden the last few days, so I figured he'd be here. And I can confirm, when I arrived last night, there was no body here.
In other words,
So the murder could have only taken place at some point during nighttime after I left the garden. It could also happen really early in the morning, because the Monokuma file didn't specify what time. Wait, that's strange. The Monokuma file didn't specify the time. This is suspicious. However, Toko, Hiro, Hina, and I were in the gym together the entire night last night. What? Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's room to get them. At that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. Also weird how such a big explosion didn't just reduce the body to ashes. Game logic, I guess. In other words, all four of us have airtight alibis. The only ones who don't have alibis are me and Kyoko.
that's right.
And if the victim really is Kyoko, then I'm the only one without an alibi. Also, when we went to go get Hina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well.
What?
But you never came to the door because I was asleep. So where were you precisely? I'm telling the truth. I was in my room, but I was deep asleep. I had a fever, so that's hardly an alibi. I know. So, what now? You seem to be at quite a disadvantage here. I'm the only one without an alibi. That's really bad, isn't it? Nice. Byakuya's account has been added to the truth bullet. It's 11 o'clock right now. Okay, and?
For serious.
Oh, well, I was just thinking about when we first found the body. When the body was found, huh? I should look back at what I did this morning to help me remember when that was. Monokuma's announcement woke me up at 7 o'clock as usual, and I headed to the dining hall pretty soon. I imagine Byakuya just angrily waiting for Hiro outside the toilet stall. Once I got there, I met up with Hina. That was right around 7:30. Then I headed to the gym where everyone else was waiting. Next, Toko went to go get the pickaxe, and that's when she found the body. What time was that then? Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now. Try and remember the time. I'm not gonna remember any of it. I'll probably write it down in my notes when I still remember it. That's right. It had to have been right around 9 o'clock.
You know?
Oh, now that you mention it, I think you're right. So, I think we could say for sure that the body was found at 9 a.m. Okay, my job's here. My job's done. That's a pretty small job. When the body was found has been added to the truth alert. The famous contradiction. The thing I hate in the class trial is the capture bullets. I hate those. I remember that there were some chickens in the chicken coop. Wait, there's only 4 chickens. I count 4 chickens. Huh? 4?
Yo.
What's going on, Mikoto? Oh, I'm glad you're here. Listen, do you remember how many chickens there were in here? Of course, there were precisely 5. Yeah, right?
Huh?
What's wrong? There's only 4 chickens here now. We're 1 short. Huh? Ah! That's so weird. I wonder where it disappeared.
But
I was just down here just before nighttime last night. And there were definitely 5 chickens then.
what?
What are we gonna do? Going from 4 to 5 is gonna have an impact in the structure of the world.
Conspiracy.
It's like a jigsaw puzzle. If even a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished. I did my best to ignore Hiro and focus on the problem at hand. Why did one of the chickens disappear? Could it be related to the case? My god. Hammering the fact that 5 chickens were in the coop last time was intentional to move the story? I guess. Wait, what did that say? Chicken coop chickens were added to the truth bullets. Just to be sure, I should take a look at the tool shed. This room is dusty and disorganized. In other words, a pretty stereotypical tool shed. Is this a tarp? Wait, was there a tarp in here before? I should probably look into that. It could be related to the case. The tarp is wet and covered in mud and grime. But the underside, it's totally clean and completely dry. One side of the tarp is wet and dry. Something about that bothers me. Nice, tarp has been added to the truth bullets. There's one thing in here that concerns me. These tools have nothing to do with the case. These flat rats have nothing to do with the case. Okay. There's a lawnmower here. I don't think it has anything to do with the mystery corpse. Whoops. I was trying to press the pickaxe. I really hope there isn't any clues hidden in the fertilizer. There's something carved into the handle of this pickaxe. Crazy diamond? Same design on Mondo's. This definitely connected to Mondo. It's definitely intriguing, but it's not to worry about. Is that all? Yeah, that's all. Leave the tool shed, yes. What if the flower lots were used to kill Makoto? How can you tell? I think it's just the game being the game. This is the panel that controls the sprinklers. They're set to turn on 7:30 every morning. Oh, that's why it's wet! When the body was moved here, under the tarp. I don't know. I'm just picking at straws. Every morning, and Monokuma said the time positively couldn't be changed. Huh? Hold on. So the sprinklers turn on at 7:30 each morning, right? Then if the body was here before then, the sprinklers should have gotten wet. Which means the murder must have taken place at a later time. I think I checked everything I need to do. I think I checked everything I need to do in this area. I'm not done yet. There's some other areas I need to check. Specifically, that fragment I found before. Yeah, the sparklers. You're gonna see. I don't know where this fragment belongs. There's somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicions. And I still need to find out more about Kyoko. Is this course really Kyoko? If that's true... Was that also Kyoko who attacked me last night? How can you be so sure they wanted to attack you? They were literally just standing there menacingly. If I could find out more about her, maybe I can answer that question. Kyoko was never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much. Maybe if I can get into her room, I'll be able to find out more. But the key to her room...
It's all clear now.
I will simply limit your options. I cannot allow you to engage in any more suspicious activity.
What?
Limit my options?
Just give up.
Give me the key to your room. I don't have a choice. I have to see if he'll let me borrow her room key. No! Hey, Byakuya? If you do come up with an alibi, I'd like to hear it later at the class trial. Oh no, it's not about that. You have the key to Kyoko's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it. I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect after all.
What?
Of course, if I were to go with you, that would be a different story. Then will you come with me? Sorry, I have my own agenda to take care of. Find me again later and we'll see.
Goodbye.
Danganronpa struggle clicking on the wrong character. Come back later. Wait, did I miss that? Depending on my mood, I may go with you, or I may not. Come back later, huh? Okay, at the meantime, I should look around elsewhere. Maybe I should check out that one area. What is that one area? As a friendly reminder that Hiro... I'm not surprised about Hiro. I don't think that this is not the area. I mean, I'm surprised Byakuya is alive. He made so much enemies in this game, yet he's alive. Let me think. Where have I seen that before? It does look familiar. I understand Hiro loves touching grass, but he loves the grass too much. Was it the bomb? The Monokuma bomb? I'll go to the gym and check. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but let's see. Boop. Well, time to investigate. Where's the bomb? Is it still in Monokuma? Monokuma's laying dismantled on the floor, but I figure out it wouldn't be here.
You know?
Yes, it's the bomb! I just found something. What is it? It's...
Huh?
It's what? A bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure. A bomb? And that bomb went missing. There's no doubt about it. The fragments I found in that garden. Fragments near the dead body has been updated. Okay, I've checked everything. I've checked everything else I can think of. All that's left now is Kyoko's room. I should head back to the garden and ask Byakuya. And of course, the best course of action is to let Hiro handle the bomb. I mean, from what we can tell, it's pretty safe. I mean, Toko got blown up by the bomb point blank and she survived. Yeah. But yeah, Byakuya can always fall on Jill to defend him, and if somebody were to kill Byakuya, they would have to deal with Jill too. That's true. You think you could go? You think you can go soon, Byakuya?
Let's go.
You wanted to check Kyoko's room, right? Very well, let's go. Wait for me! Byakuya walked off without a second glance, and I hurried after him on our way to the dorms. Zoom. I can't unlock it myself. I need to ask Byakuya. Well then, here we go. Byakuya took the key and slid into the keyhole, and then... And it's open. Looks like it, thanks. Byakuya became soft ever since. Yeah, he did. So this is Kyoko's room. And less of a douche. There's something on the table. It's a woodblock decoration.
What?
What's that? What purpose does it serve? I think it's probably a key. The lockers at those really traditional public bathhouses use them for their lockers. I wouldn't know. I've never gone to a public bathhouse. Oh, is this in the Japanese garden? That doesn't really surprise me. It's hard to picture Byakuya doing something like that.
It's certainly possible.
But if it is a key, I think I might know what it unlocks. Really? What? Unless I'm mistaken. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw something in the dojo that this might go to. The dojo? The woodblock key has been added. Here's her bed. I don't see anything interesting, at least not as far as the case is concerned. Here's the bathroom. She might have certain articles hanging out to dry. I'd better not look inside. I think... oh, fine. Let's see. There's a door, there's a TV screen, and there's him. I'll speak to him.
What?
You wanted to come here, right? So what is it you're looking for? Nothing in particular. I just thought we might find some kind of clue here. A clue that might help us understand Kyoko.
Come on.
You can't be serious. That's why you made me take you out of my search to come here? Sorry. Regardless, if you plan on poking around at random, you're doomed no matter how much time you take. Surely you should have something more concrete, something to give us some sort of direction here. More concrete? Oh, I know! Earlier, Kyoko gave me something. What's this?
It's true.
Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. I'm sure I have it here somewhere. I found it. What's in the envelope? Kyoko gave it to me. She said if something ever happened, I should open it. Isn't Japan a big fan of bathhouses and saunas? Yeah, the onsen. I went to one, but I didn't go to the public baths. My friends tried to get me into public baths. I'm like, I don't want to see you guys naked, so no thanks.
Interesting.
Well, something certainly happened, so open it. Okay. I opened the envelope and looked inside. Inside was a piece of paper. Under the sheets.
What?
That's all there was in there? Yeah, looks like it. Under the sheets. What could it be? But could something be hidden under the bed sheets? Part of me didn't expect to find anything, but as soon as I lifted up the sheets... What's this? I found a crumpled up piece of paper. Mokuro Ikusaba. Class registration number 78. Student registry. Mokuro Ikusaba.
I see.
It appears to be Mokuro Ikusaba's profile. There she is. Yeah, looks like it. That's probably the other thing Kyoko stole when she snuck into the headmaster's room along with the key. God, you're so annoying. Fine, I'll tell you, it's a key and a sensor. That's it. This must be the blank that Monokuma was talking about. Kyoko said a death without meaning was unappealing, and this is what she left behind. I don't have time for your sentimental indulgences. Hurry up and finish your search. Okay. I made an effort to pull myself up together, then looked down at the profile sheet. Name, Mokuro Ikusaba. Sex, female. The ultimate soldier. Although small for her— Wait, it was Mokuro. That tattoo was clearly a military tattoo. I've played enough military games to know what it is. Although small for her age, she was a military specialist trained in every weapon type imaginable. She showed an interest in the military from childhood, and soon found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary school, she won a survival game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Just before entering middle school, while she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japanese media outlets. An intense international investigation turned up no information, and she was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later, alone and completely unannounced. Wait, the spears. The spears that killed Junko had a Norse reference to it. This is all shaping up for something. She revealed that she had joined a mercenary group known as Fenrir for those 3 years. She insisted she hasn't been kidnapped, that she received battle training from her own volition. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. Nice. Mokuro's profile has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. What about the Ultimate Soldier? A mercenary group? This doesn't feel real. The world I grew up in, it's like a completely different dimension. It's like one non-fiction and the other is sci-fi. There's no way to compare the two. I mean, you can technically somewhat compare the two. That's how different this is. But that was how I saw things as just an ordinary person. But then
I see.
I never imagined I would hear the name Fenrir in a place like this. Huh, you recognize it?
Naturally.
Fenrir Mercenary Corps is a collection of battle-crazed warmongers. I can't wait for you to use the Mokuro Ikusaba. But they do have their uses, and they always get the job done. That's worth remembering. Oh, that's the dog! Fenrir is the wolf in Norse mythology. The tattoo on the hand. So that body was the body of Mokuro Ikusaba, the 16th student lying underneath somewhere in the school. Ah, I get it. This is all part of a world totally removed from the one I lived in. I have to say, I'm intrigued. Every rumor I've heard says that Fenrir has already...
Found it.
Whoa! I feel like our hero is becoming a player, and a player is becoming our hero. Ah, it's you.
What?
Huh? What? You It's the Major Wolf. Fenrir is the Major Wolf that will kill a majority of the gods. It was one of the stories from Ragnarok. What have you got your pretty little hand there? What have you got in your pretty little hand there? Oh, you found her profile? So what if I did?
Hey, come on now.
Don't freak out on me. I'm gonna hold it against you or anything. I'm not gonna hold it against you or anything. And in your case, you're wondering, I don't hold it against Kyoko either, even though she stole it and hid it. After all, there's no rule against stealing, is there? I think the spears were called Ginrir, which is Odin's spear. Wait. Fenrir was... apparently Fenrir was struck down by Odin's spear. The one who died to the spears was Junko. Unless that wasn't Junko. Could that have been a body double? Mokoro Ikusaba? Then the fingernails, the fake nails, the boots, even the hair. I'll think more on this later. But who I can't forgive is Miss Okami, who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's room. Maybe I'll drag her corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivorous, you know.
What?
Are rule violations really so unforgivable? You're quite adamant about those regulations of yours. I don't know much about Norse mythology, so I can't complain. I'm religious, so I know a lot about different fates. I had to research it, and also, I'm literally friends with a Viking. Ragnar's a Viking. Of course I am. A proper school life is built on dedication to organization and order. Which is why even I, as the school headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself. Oh, so you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well?
Of course.
Absolutely. I can't have you complaining about how unfair it is. Now can I? In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting? Interesting? It's about it's about the one writing all the rules. It's about the one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in this killing game. I don't think I actually told you how many participants there were, did I? I was thinking I should probably clarify that.
Hey,
See, look at Junko. She has the nails and the boots. Look, wait. Yeah, look. And the hair kind of matched up too. Unless that wasn't Junko. When all first got together in the media hall, and why did I say media? When you all first got together in the main hallway, back when there were 15 people, right? When there were 15 people there, right? I think the first meeting may have led to a little misunderstanding among all of you. You all. My bad eyesight is like... Wait, so... A misunderstanding, you say?
in other words...
That's right. There weren't actually 15 of you.
Yes, indeed.
the total number of students taking part in this killing game was actually 16. 16 dead.
Mukuro Ikusaba. The 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school.
I swear.
The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
I swear. The 16th student, Mukuro Ikusaba. She's part of the school life. So the one making all the regulations is... I don't know.
Why?
Do I even need to make the joke anymore?
Huh?
Did you say something? Why are you telling us this? The game is memeing for me. Oh well, because... Like... I told you, this killing game is desperately popular. You won't believe the ratings. And since we've got so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page. I don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know.
Yes, indeed.
Make sense?
Well now.
Okay, that's all you get for now. Oh, actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you. Revenge. I want to get back at that sneaky Miss Kirigiri, so I'm gonna share a little secret with you. Seriously?
Hey,
You know how she wears those stupid gloves day in, day out, all the time? Well, don't tell anyone I told you, but she wears them to cover a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see. That's her secret, back from the secret motive when Mondo killed Chihiro. What? Okay, now that's all you get. Nice, Monokuma's account has been added. Kyoko wears those gloves to cover up a bunch of scars? Wait, so on the back of her hand. It's still not her. Those aren't scars, that's a tattoo. And also, those were burn marks. They were burned by the explosion. That tattoo. Wait, but no. Monokuma specifically said they were scars, right? And that's why... And if it's only one hand, if the tattoo is only in one hand, why is she wearing gloves on both? And that's why Kyoko wears those gloves, to hide the scars? Which means... those fake nails on the corpse. Are you thinking about Kyoko again? Huh?
What?
Forget about her. What matters now is uncovering Monokuma's trap. His trap?
Such ignorance.
God. God must have really hated you to make you so dull. Don't you remember what Monokuma just told us now? He said there were 16 students, right? Which means Mukuro was a student here.
That's right.
Obviously, Monokuma was trying to tell us that Mukuro is the one making the rules to the game. But why would he tell us that? And why now? Maybe Kyoko likes wearing... No, I have gloves like that in real life. Like, those types of gloves. I also had to get them kinda custom made. Cause, so I could use my touchscreen on them. Having long nails is uncomfortable in those gloves. So no, I don't believe so. And what's the point of having fake nails? People have fake nails so they can show them off. What's the point of having fake nails to cover them in gloves? You're stupid if you have fake nails and you cover it in gloves. Fingerless gloves, that makes sense, but... yeah, those types of gloves, no. One reason, it's uncomfortable. Second reason, what's the point of getting fake nails in the first place? He said he wanted to make things clear so there won't be any complaints later. But the mere fact that he said that proves that Mukuro is connected to this case. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of the 16th student. He needs to make our investigation fair. Mukuro is related to the case?
It's certainly possible.
Perhaps she's the one who killed Kyoko. What? That would explain why we would have to do... We have to have a class trial, wouldn't it? If she's a student, and she killed someone, that would make her part of the killing game. Mukuro is the killer? She killed Kyoko? Or it could be the other way around if you think about it. Anyone should be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? In fact, that's exactly why I thought when the investigation first began.
What?
But based on what Monokuma just told us, I've changed my mind.
It's all clear now.
Mukuro Ikusaba isn't the culprit. Huh? What makes you say that? We thought Mukuro, the ultimate despair, was the mastermind's true identity. Mukuro, the next killer for Dead by Daylight. If that's true, Monokuma's behavior makes no sense. Why would the mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves to us? That's a good point.
So in other words...
Mukuro giving us information that would raise questions about her would be bold, to say the least. It makes no sense then to assume that Mukuro isn't the culprit. So, that's the trap? They want us to suspect Mukuro and come to the wrong conclusion? That's what makes sense to me. The way you say it, it definitely does seem possible. But if that's really true, if Mukuro isn't the killer, then who is? Well then, I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure there are other places in need of investigation. I should find out if that key and the dojo really are connected.
Let's go.
Well, are you coming? Also, I read somewhere that the developer for Danganronpa apparently... Hello, Ragnar. Just mentioned you many times. It was mostly about the Fenrir stuff and the Ginrir, you know, the spears. Like, this is the second time they mentioned Norse mythology, right? Junko, who I'm starting to have suspicions, I have doubts of her identity now, was killed with the spears of Gunrir. And Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to a mercenary group called the Fenrir. I'm pretty sure Fenrir was killed by that spear, or injured by that spear. And knowing Danganronpa, in Danganronpa, all their executions are ironic. So I'm starting to guess that Junko, it wasn't Junko. What if Junko was Mukuro Ikusaba? Like, the fake nails, the boots, and even the hair on the corpse, they make sense. Am I though? Sometimes overthinking leads to the best results. There are wooden lockers here. They use wood block keys. Just like at those super traditional public bathhouses. Am I overthinking? I don't think so. Maybe I am, but who knows? We'll see. Cause look at all the deaths so far. Besides Alter Ego, Alter Ego was crushed by a... I mean, it was like ironic because it was machine versus machine, because Monokuma himself pulled the trigger. Maybe there is a 16th student, but I'm saying Mukuro Ikusaba was probably dressed up as Junko. But Junko's name also appeared. Wait. When we first came here, Junko talked about Photoshop making the eyes bigger and stuff. And Makoto also commented how Junko looks different in person compared to the magazine. Could Mukuro Ikusaba have swapped identities with Junko Inoshima? Maybe Junko Inoshima's still alive. Maybe Junko maybe Junko is the real 16th student. It looks like I'm theory crafting right here. It looks like the key we found in Kyoko's room really does go in one of these lockers.
I see.
Mikoto, do you see the locker furthest to the right?
Very strange.
That's the only one that doesn't have a key in it at the moment. You understand what that means. Jones, are you feeling well? I think so. There's just a lot of blood going into my head right now. I should probably use the key we found on that locker, right?
That's right.
Well, just try it. Okay. Also, there's a number 6 on it, so it's obvious it was going to be the 6th one. I took out the wood block key and inserted it. You're applying a lot of logic right now. Moon logic. I'm a big fan of the game theorists, and sometimes the moon logic What? Junko Inoshima is the mastermind? Cause what I learned from game theory is that sometimes overthinking can lead to the best answers. So I'm guessing people think that Mukuro Ikusaba was the mastermind. If Mukuro yeah, that's what I'm suspecting, like Junko's still alive. If they switch identities, I'm leaving it up to the possibility, because people thought that Mukuro was the mastermind. If they switch identities, there's a possibility Junko could be the real mastermind. Well, folks, there it is. What? What? Did I step on a landmine? I took out the wood block key and inserted it into the locker's metal lock and click. The locker eagerly accepted the key and it opened. There are arrows in here. It looks like 10 arrows in total. They look like they're made of titanium, which means they're quite strong despite how thin they are. Of course, Mukuro isn't the mastermind, but she was helping Junko, and Junko betrayed her and killed her at the start of the game. Oh. So my crackpot theory of Junko being the mastermind is true? It's not that. You big brain the huge twist, and you are not supposed to figure... But... you said it was over the moon! Were you lying to me? Of course, without the bow, they're nothing but strong little sticks. Strong sticks. Titanium arrows has been added to your truth bullet. Oh, there's something else inside the locker. It's whittled up ball of duct tape. I wonder what this was for. Is that a blood stain?
I see.
If it is, that means it must surely be related to the case. They were trying to make you doubt yourself, but you called it right on the money. So, is Junko Monokuma? I was not lying, I was trying to steer you away from the right answer. I mean, IRL, I have this thing I like to call detective mode. It's helped me a lot in the past. I managed to figure out stuff, like during games like hide and seek and Easter egg hunts. It's when I start overthinking stuff. I like to call it detective mode. Ah, okay. So, I'm gonna continue the game. Like, I'm gonna finish this game, even though I uncover the truth. If it is, this, not much. Yeah, she already said that. The duct tape is related to the case somehow. But how could it possibly be involved? Nice. Bloody duct tape has been added to the truth book. I think that's all the locker has to offer now. Hold on, no. Is something wrong?
Very strange.
It's very odd, don't you think? The locker was hiding items that were clearly related to the case. But how did the key to the locker wound up in the victim's room?
Why?
Or perhaps... what? Byakuya? Forget it. Come on, we need to go on to the next location. Huh? What next location?
What?
There's still something we need to look into. We need to do more research on Fenrir. Well, Fenrir is the child of Loki, and he was one of the major players during Ragnarok. Fenrir? You mean the mercenary group that Mokuro was part of? But how are we supposed to find out about that? Isn't it obvious? Where in this school would you go to do research on something? The library. Are you talking about the archives? That's right, the archive has all kinds of info that the general public doesn't have access to.
Let's go.
He's not one of them. He is the cause of it, lol. Well, at the very least, next time you can enjoy hearing us talk about Kyoko's ghost. I don't think Kyoko's dead. Because I had suspicions because the corpse had nails, right? And I'm like, those nails look familiar, and the boots look familiar too. And then the dog tattoo. Military guys tend to have tattoos. Right? And Fenrir is a wolf. Wolves aren't technically dogs. And then, like, okay, I'm going into my logic right now. Then when we saw the burned up corpse, we saw a little bit of the hair. The hair had the exact same hair color as Junko. And then there being a 16th student. We only have so much time left before the trial begins. Let's hurry. Yeah. Because that corpse is clearly... That corpse is clearly Mukuro Ikusaba. And it also says the wounds were days old. Like, she had old wounds. That could also be because she's a soldier. It could also be because she got stabbed multiple times. I believe there was a file related to Fenrir somewhere over here. Miyakuya seemed to know the archives like the back of his hand, and went straight to the shelf in the back. Ah, here we go. And Kyoko might still be alive, but that's not gonna stop Hiro from... Then again, Hiro is Hiro, right? Hiro is Hiro. He's a lovable goofball. He quickly returned with a file in hand.
I see.
Now, Mukuro Ikusaba has no scars on the battlefield. So the scars were from the spear marks. So they reused her corpse. Cause did you notice that the jacket was also, the coat was also backwards? Take a look at this. Yeah, look at the symbol. Look at the symbol. Look at the symbol. It looks exactly like the tattoo. I have no idea what it is. What language is this? How did you make it all the way to high school without learning a single word of French? Yes, they reused the corpse. Oh, I'm pretty sure most high schoolers can't speak French. Well, whatever. I'll read it for you. But why is Fenrir French? but I expect you to repay your debt in 100 times over. 100 times? Isn't that kind of extreme? Fenrir is an elite fighting unit based out of the Middle East. Unlike military contractors, they are a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. Well, we did invade Normandy, that's true. They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok, their mere presence is enough to strike fear into their enemies. Also, wait, I was gonna say something. I forgot what I was gonna say. I forgot. They have been involved in countless military battles. Oh, Mokuro is technically a child soldier. They have been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago, they completely ceased all activity. At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. Yeah. I'm forgetful. Is she riding? There are unconfirmed reports that key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicate they were killed to keep them from revealing the many state secrets they acquired. Some, however, believe that was a mounting internal tension within the group, and they simply imploded. She's a child soldier because kids are cruel jaws. Let me guess, you're in touch with your inner child?
What?
Is it? This all just sounds like some kind of alternate reality. Well, it isn't. This is our reality, the only reality. These people are part of our world. Their battlefields doesn't have much difference from our lives here, an unpredictable, unimaginable world. Mokuro Junko, turn off my scar inhibitors. But that's madness. That's what makes it all so exciting. Exciting exactly is it? Exciting definitely isn't the word I would use. So, did anything jump out at you? That might be this might be your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir. Now that you mention it. The report said something about where the name Fenrir comes from, right? That's right. It said Fenrir is the Wolf of Ragnarok. Speaking of which, would you like to know something interesting related to that? To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joined the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body. Yep, I called it! Yep, I called it! I called it! I called it! I called it! Yep. Give me head pats, I called it. Junko killed her sister. Wait, they're sisters? That part I didn't solve because the last names are different, so... I called this, give me head pats, give me chocolates, I deserve a reward for calling this one. I'm kidding, you don't have to do any of that. What? They got a tattoo of Fenrir? Could that mean? Mokuro Ikusawa's profile has been added. Shouldn't you pass out the head pats? And
time is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us organisms, the earth, natural
Mokuro is the
phenomena.
older sister of Junko. But why were they in the same year group if she's older? Are they twins or something? Or... Huh. Part is we never actually got any sprites of Mokoro without looking like Junko. Huh.
It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that. Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial!
As promised, I can't get into the trial right now because I will go deeply into overtime. So
please meet up in the usual spot.
I'm gonna end the stream soon.
See you later!
Then the time has come. All we can do now is try to uncover the truth during the class trial.
That's right.
It would seem that way. Let's go. Fine, fine. As promised. But first, let me save. Okay, I'll be right back then. Is this what you wanted? Ara ara. Ara ara. So, I'm gonna end the stream here as I promised. So, I hope you guys had fun. And Ragnar, it's sad that you came late, but I don't mind as long as you came. I can't believe I called this. But, Firewall, you're very naughty trying to distract me from the truth. Maybe you need to be punished one day. But for now, I'm ending the stream here. I can't believe it either. Yeah. I big brained that, didn't I? So, I'll release a schedule for the second half of the 2-week challenge on Twitter. If not, just expect the same schedule. So, the next game will be tomorrow. I'll be playing Fallout. I mean, it was kinda over the moon. Is it punishment time? 'Cause I'm late? I know you want a punishment, so I'm not giving it to you. Like I said, and also, don't you have a stream to attend, Ragnar? I'll meet you there. So, I hope you guys had fun. And I'll see you again tomorrow if you want to watch me play Fallout. Goodbye. Sweet dreams if you guys are going to a nap. Or eat well. Eat something healthy. Oh, I see. Well then, I guess I'll talk to you later on Discord.